All right, guys, I had to report this. I just got this. I just left the barber, but I had to put this information out because it's just mind blowing. So I just posted the video of the $80,000 bond, which means for $8,000 this guy can get out. Let me give you the latest update and the truthful information, because a lot of people have been putting out that 3 people were dead. And even my last video, at that time of my last video, which I just posted a few minutes ago, it's 2:33 p.m. now. I just posted that video around 2:30 p.m. And at that time, all the information that I knew, that only 2 people were dead. Well, unfortunately, the 3rd teenager has died. Let me read to you the article from KHOU 11. So it's official right there. Well, I'll put the link in the description down below so you guys can go check out the article. Car meet crash, 3rd bystander dies from injuries. Bond conditions set for Camaro driver. So I'm just gonna report it. I'm in my car. I don't have time to really elaborate on my feelings on this, but you guys can probably tell from the video that I'm just lost for words. And I will read to you exactly what the judge said to him as the judge let him go. The man accused in high-speed, deadly crash that happened as a show-off his Chevy Camaro at an underground car meet. It wasn't an underground car meet. Stop reporting it was an underground car meet. This car meet had police there. This accident happened after the event was closed. It is not an underground car meet. Appeared in court overnight. This guy appeared in court overnight. Also overnight, a 3rd bystander, a young teenager, died from the injuries he sustained in the crash. Andrew Mock is facing multiple charges for the fatal wreck, which happened as people gathered to watch cars late Sunday night on Highway 290. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of skip to the parts that have me speechless. Okay. A 16-year-old boy and a 35-year-old man both died from the injuries soon after the crash. Others were treated for various injuries, and Life Flight responded to the scene. A 14-year-old boy, so now we know that this child who died was the 14-year-old. A 14-year-old boy was critically injured, who also later died from injuries. County officials confirmed that to KHOU 11 News on Tuesday morning. Online people claiming to be the family members have said that the 2 teens, the 17-year-old, well, I heard it was 17 and 14. This article is saying 16 and 14. They were brothers. This is extremely, extremely sad. So those 2 teens who died, they were brothers. Okay, now this is bond set conditions. See if this will pick it up. Bond set conditions, okay? This just happened. Mock, who is still in custody, was initially charged with 2 counts of manslaughter and 1 count of aggravated assault with serious injury. His bond late Monday was set at $30,000 for each of the 2 deaths and $20,000 for the assault charge. The charges in bond could increase now that the 3rd death has been confirmed. However, this is where it gets crazy. However, this is according to the KHOU 11. Mock is married and has a 1-year-old child, a factor the judge took into consideration when setting the bond conditions. I will read that again. Mock is married and has a 1-year-old child, a factor the judge took into consideration when setting the bond conditions. If he posts bond and is released, Mock cannot drive without court approval. Now, what I'm about to read to you next is an exact quote from the judge on Monday night. Quote, "You are going to have to find a way to get to work because you will not drive. Do you understand? No exceptions. Effective immediately until your cases are all disposed. You understand?" End quote. The judge said late Monday. So as of right now, also to add, he also cannot contact the person who was a passenger in his vehicle at the time of the wreck. So as of right now, the judge in this situation set his bond which will eventually allow him to be free. And even though he can't actively drive, the man can still be driven around. So no home arrest, no anything like that. I know you have to be tried and go to trial and stuff like that because you're innocent until proven guilty. I understand that. I totally understand that. You're innocent until proven guilty. Trust me, I understand that. But what I don't understand is how the consideration for his child who is alive can be counted into consideration for 3 children, a 14-year-old, a 17-year-old, and even though the guy's 35, he's still a child of somebody. But 2 teenagers pass away and his bond is only set at $80,000, which means $8,000. So now because it was $30,000 and $30,000, so probably his bond will go up another $30,000. So we're looking at $110,000 bond, which is $11,000 cash to get this guy out of jail. And she's already basically saying, well, she already did. In the quote, she said, and I will put the link in the description down below. You guys can click and read the article yourself. This guy can still be driven around and go to work. So to me, it's sounding like that it's okay that like he's out and he can just go on with his normal life. I just don't understand it. I'm really lost for words, so I'm not going to say too much on it. All I'm going to do is just continue to report to you guys the actual factual news. There is now a 3rd person who has lost their life, and according to the article, they are brothers, and I will put the link to everybody's GoFundMe. Mr. Roger, who has lost his life, his GoFundMe is in the link of my other 3 videos. Make sure you guys click those links and donate. It was at $5,000. It's actually been up to $10,000, and the last time I seen it, it was at $8,000 donated. So he is going to have a great funeral, but again, no amount of money can count for, you know, a lost loved one. So that's information that I have, guys. You guys know my slogan. Please be safe. If you have any other information, contact me, send it to me. Thank you, Twin, for sending me this information because I didn't report on a 3rd body because I don't want to report on anything that isn't 100% accurate, 100% true. I've seen it now on official news. They definitely get these types of reports. So if KHOU, Click to Houston, ABC 13, if any of these news stations get this information, then I will report it. So I'm not going to report stuff that's from Facebook or that's just from, you know, hearsay. If it's not from a reputable news station who, you know, these reporters out here, they can really get a lot of good information, I won't report it. So all I'm doing is just reporting this. But again, I'm just lost for words. I really don't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So all I can say is just be safe, guys. And if I hear anything else, I will report it. Again, thank you. Be safe.